Welcome back to my channel. This is Everything is Purple, and today I'll be doing a reading on Nicki Minaj and the Migos and Cardi B. So, I already put some cards, and you got first card, you got Shit Starter, you got Poison or Toxic, you got North America, you got Snitching. So, I don't know if somebody from Nicki's side snitched and told Cardi B, or somebody from Cardi B's team snitched and told Nicki. Could have been both. But it's kind of like some information got. I feel like some information got what you call that? It's like they playing telephone, and by the time it got to Cardi B or Nicki, there was misinformation, and there was things stirred up. Got taboo. Talk show and host. So somebody was playing both sides. Talk show host. Got reprogramming. Somebody didn't want them working together from the beginning. Stay away from him. I kind of, I don't know if somebody lied to Cardi B and said that Nicki wanted Offset. You got awkward. Yeah, them on that motorsport thing, it was awkward for them. I'm gonna ask about that energy on the energy in the room shooting motorsport. Yeah, left for dead. Unattractive. Maybe Nicki feel like Offset unattractive. Yeah, left for dead. Left for Dead is reminding me when Nicki, the screenshot had came out between Nicki and Quavo, and Nicki had asked Quavo, "Why didn't you tell Cardi what's up?" And he said, "I didn't defend you because you're not my girl." You got repeating cycles. This been ongoing. Got you're on the money. Almost. Yeah, pleading, living alone, guilty, photo proof, probably them screenshots, immediately, physical touch. They did get into an altercation. Got pretending, seer. So somebody watched all this stuff go down, and they could have intervened with, if they really wanted to, they could have intervened right then and there. But somebody wanted this drama to go on. Can't let you go or leave. Crazy. Cheating on her. Did she think that Nicki and Offset had something going on? I'm gonna ask. Got gut health. Somebody could have gut health. I feel like it was somebody could have been drinking before this. You got dummy, stupid, I'll date anyone. You got tarot reader. This is just energy. Could be from any of Nicki's, Cardi, Offset, Quavo's, or Takeoff energy, or past energy. You got Iowa, September. Something might get heated next September. Bring him lower than low. This could be Nicki's energy to the man that was involved. Caught in the bed. Dangerous. Earth sign. Who's the earth sign? Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. So, so maybe it was something with somebody's label. Because when I think of Earth, I think of a businessman. Because none of them are Earth signs. Got blackmail. I won't do it anymore. Passing away. This take off. You need health surgery. You got braids. Nicki had braids during that video. You got soul searching on the phone. I don't know if somebody overheard somebody on the phone and they went back and snitched. You got read the messages. So there's photo proof in somebody's phone. Or there's gonna be some there might be some text messages come out in September. You got stop October. Libra. That's Cardi B. You got aura, diet, crooked person, keeping you stuck, Changes is coming. Social media, bad hygiene, $1 million, 1 trillion, calling you home, murdered. Takeoff was murdered. You got demons, trance, bad love spells, in love with you, girl, family man, trillions. Maybe I do feel like if Cardi B and Nicki worked together, they would have made a lot of money. Came here illegally. That energy came out for Cardi B, and I wanted, and I think I asked, is the reason why she keep having kids or she don't want to divorce Offset because she came here illegally, and I got a yes. You got Nebraska, my bitch, my bitch, my bitch. Got kissing, stalker, healthy fruits and vegetables. You got Detroit, baby boy on the way. This could be Cardi B or Nicki's. But I think Nicki was gonna have a girl if she was pregnant. Her next baby was gonna be a girl. So this could be Cardi B. She could be pregnant with a boy. Got Louisiana, Chicago. This could just be Louisiana because I don't think none of them from Louisiana, Chicago. I'm getting city in the South. You got the 7th, 17th, and the 20th, 27th. And you got the 6th, 16th, and the 26th. That could be somebody's birthday. Somebody's birth month. The 6th or the 7th. 7 is July Cancer, and the 6 is the June, which is Gemini takeoff. You got Handler. Why do I feel like Offset wanted to see how much he can control Cardi? How much? I feel like this is a test. Then you got on other days you got Fruit Fast, Lotto Fan, Love at First Sight, and you gotta get in under you to get over you. I mean, yeah. You got Best Sex, you got Vegan Food, and Messy and Physical Fight. Let me see. Selling You. You got Gatekeeper, Bank. So let me just gonna hop off in the question. Who was the shit starter? Who originally started it? Who went back and forth and told each other? Who started it? Knight of Swords. The Tower. It's a Gemini, Aries, or Libra. So it looks like a man. Who started? Who went back and told Nicki or Cardi? The Star. 8 of Cups. Walking away. Swords walking away, leaving. Knight of Swords. Which of these men started it? Who went back and told Cardi? Offset. Because the Queen of Cups is the baby mama card and it landed on the Knight of Swords in the Tower. Offset told Cardi that there was some type of friction with this Tower card. The Tower came out twice. And the Knight of Swords. And you got the 2 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. And the Star. Excuse me. Yeah. Offset started it. So next question. Did Offset want Nicki Minaj? The Strength card. which is a yes. Let's see what else. This can't get more clearer. You said the strength. You got the strength and the Knight of Wands. He represents the Knight of Wands, the Sagittarius. Then you got the Empress at the bottom of the deck. He could have wanted a relationship with Nicki. He wanted to work with Nicki. I feel like he even came on to Nicki before. I don't know if it's before Cardi. I'm getting the feeling Offset likes women who is not easily controllable. He's turned on by that. I feel like Cardi B intuitively knew that or she could have thought that Offset and Nicki messed around because the way Offset acted towards Nicki. Cause you know that sometimes when dudes they really like a female, but that female turned them down before, that female wasn't feeling them, they get to talking bad about her, talking about she's not even that cute. Like I feel like they both had these conversations before. He could have wanted to chow her, or if Nicki and Offset would have slept together, he would have probably got her pregnant or tried to. Okay, I mean, how did Cardi B feel prior to hearing anything about Nicki? Hearing anything about motorsport? Take time away to change your perspective. 701. She wanted to work with Nicki before things got messy between the two. She been wanting to work with Nicki, and I think this even prior before she dropped her album or before she even blew up. Probably like in her love and hip hop days, she been wanting to work with Nicki. The Four Swords talks about rest, restoration, and contemplation. Yeah, she been wanting to work with Nicki. She didn't have no problem with Nicki prior. The Justice card, yeah, she was willing to work with Nicki. And the Hangman, sacrifice, perspective, release, disengagement. Emperor. This Emperor is Quavo, Aries. Leaving her out in 5. I ain't gonna get to that yet. We just gonna leave it at the Four Swords, 7 of Pentacles, and the Justice card. She had no problem with Nicki before they got into it. When did Offset tell? Well, I can answer that. Did did Cardi? Let me see, cause I want to ask. Did Cardi B? Did they know Nicki and Cardi B didn't like each other prior to doing it? Prior to doing the music video? Set 5 of Cups. I feel like both of them were Gemini. Queen of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Both of them felt like it was a missed opportunity to not work with each other, not get a shot, not get seen in the same scene together. Like they feel like it messed up the video. Cardi B felt like she was yeah, these are all yes cards except the 5 of Cups. But that's just feelings, loss, grief, disappointment, despair. So they did know prior to shooting the motorsport video. There's gonna be somebody gonna we got Gemini, got Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. You got the Sun card, Leo. This gonna get how this one day gonna get exposed, and somebody gonna break down the dates and the details. and it could be a Taurus girl, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn woman. They did. They've been wanting to keep. I feel like it was a messy female too. That created separation between Cardi B and Nicki. I feel like Cardi B didn't know at first, but she knows now. Some that she, the whole reason of signing her was to be messy, to take Nicki down. She's That's what the Sun card is here too. She knew she gave they gave her the opportunity just for this for to go up against Nicki. And the Queen of Pentacles, she secured the bag. I felt Cardi B knew she hit the Cardi B knew she was gonna be a part of something with Nicki, like taking Nicki down, but she didn't know how things would play out. Because I asked about her true feelings or her true intentions prior to them getting into it. She didn't feel no type of way towards Nicki. So maybe somebody got in her head or something. Could have been Offset. Cause if you don't, if like loyalty, if you don't like that person, I don't like them either. Type of thing. Maybe Cardi B talked about it to one of her friends, and one of her friends, people made it seem worse than what it was. And I feel like because Cardi B at the time didn't have a backbone, she didn't realize she was being set up. The next question is, I want to know, what did Offset tell Cardi before the video shoot? He convinced her to do it so she can get the money. I feel like she didn't even want to go out there. Or she probably told him the only way she'll do it if they're separated. Leaving home, stepping outside, independence, moving forward. He gassed her up. Probably told her, you could be bigger than Nicki Minaj. If you do this, people gonna see you bigger than her. Leaving home, stepping outside, independent. And I feel like Cardi B did not want to do this though. I feel like Cardi B was up to many things, having a conversation. Page of Swords. This Cardi B. Cardi B, she peeped it, but she still went along with it. Take time to think before you act. Curiosity, recklessness, mental energy. Yeah, she was, like I said, Cardi B played the part, but she didn't know how big her role was going to be. I feel like she didn't, now she does it more, but then she wasn't thinking for herself. She just went along with it. How did Nicki originally feel about Cardi B? How did Nicki originally feel about Cardi B? Cardi B came in when Nicki was already feeling some type of way towards the industry. She knew the industry had tricks up their sleeves, but she wasn't expecting Cardi B to be used as a pawn. And the Gemini lovers. I feel like Nicki felt alone in that video shoot, but she still went with it. Maybe because she didn't want to make it seem like it was hard for her to work with people. Nicki, you looked at Cardi B as a young up and coming star. I'm not gonna lie, it looked like she could have been having a tough time with the industry already, and Yeah, anxiety, hopelessness, trauma. Nicki was going through something at the time. I'm not sure what. Maybe maybe she could have felt like prior to them getting into it that Cardi they was taking away Nicki opportunities and giving it to Cardi. It's something like that. Take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Yeah, I feel like Nicki once was Cardi. Like, but Nicki knew certain things. Nicki, it's given. I've been there before, but now I know how the industry moves. Because I feel like there was a point in time where Nicki was once upon with Lil Kim, and she didn't see things the way when you're in it you don't see it, but until you get out of it. Nicki knew that Offset was being a chatty patty too. Nicki was just waiting to what else they turn this into. She didn't think they was gonna go on the internet. It was gonna be such a big thing because you got the Nine of Wands at the bottom of the deck. How did Nicki feel when she found out Offset had was apart? How did Nicki feel about Offset? You got the Seven of Swords, sneaky energy. How does that's too many cards, but I'm gonna take it. She looked at him different. I feel like she called him a bitch. I feel like this Cardi feeling some type of way caused Nicki to look at things from a different perspective. Maybe she went back on she played in her head of how she said things, or she was piecing together who could have told off how to just get back to Offset and then to Cardi B. But this Hermit card, maybe it was that lyric she went back and she was like, "Am I tripping?" You got the Star card, Eight of Cups, Knight of Cups, and the Moon. All your dreams are coming true. Creativity, opportunity. Like I said, Nicki was already going through things at the time. Because it calls the Star card reflection, healing, renewal, hope, faith. And you got the Eight of Cups, walking away. Made a decision and act with faith and confidence. Focus. Yeah, I feel like she felt like somebody ran with the lie. Got a water sign. Or maybe because you got the Eight of Cups, walking away, leaving. Nicki turned down Offset. And maybe that's why she felt like Offset went back and told Cardi and created illusions and deception. She feel like Offset was two-faced too. There's a Virgo. Next question is I already answered that question. Why didn't Quavo defend Nicki? Ten of Pentacles. Drama makes money. Knight of Swords. Why am I feeling like what's that quality control P? Why do I feel like P had a hand? What's his zodiac sign? What's his name? His name Pierre P. Thomas. Birth sign Gemini. Yeah, June 7th. He's a Gemini. I don't know. Nicki has so many, like, it's so many people against Nicki. Like, I don't even know if she know who started it. Worry and keep you up all night and changes and nothing. Maybe Pierre could have gave Quavo advice that drama brings money and business. Worry and keep you up all night and changes and nothing. I feel like this even affected Quavo's business to a certain extent. Him being a part of this, or him not defending Nicki, affected his career a little bit. Or maybe his money behind the scenes. Shattered dreams, broken family, arguments and disputes. There could be even arguments with his label. Difficult choices and decisions. It's given because the magician, deceptive, um, manipulation. It's given. He didn't defend Nicki because he was covering up a bigger lie, or it was something, a bigger picture being played. What was the bigger picture? Why didn't he defend Nicki? What was the bigger picture? The bigger plan that he knew that Offset wanted Nicki with this Knight of Swords. Fearless, ambitions, impulsive. Yeah, he did this to cover up a lie. What was the bigger picture though? Yeah, because the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Swords popped up again, feeling trapped, imprisonment, self-victim. He wanted to create illusions. Yeah, he knew that Offset wanted Nicki, and he didn't want to outright make it seem like his homie wasn't thirsty for Nicki. Like he didn't want his ego to be up front. He didn't want Nicki to say it was because his ego. So he lied. He said, "You're not my girl." Yeah, he gets the Ace of Swords and the High Priestess, Page of Wands, New Direction. So let me just ask this, because he's the Aries too. Wait, hold on. I just seen the Seven of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Five of Wands, Three of... Hold on. Now I'm starting to get something else. Was Quavo aware of Offset cheating with another woman? And because Cardi B thought he was cheating with Nicki, is why he covered up and made it seem like is why he didn't defend Nicki? Because if he would have defended Nicki, I'm thinking. There was a lot of hands in this. In the because the handlers came out too. They're all the Migos was Muppets at the time. And I feel like because they worked on the P, somebody could have got in P ear and told Migos to make certain things look a certain type of way to spite Nicki. Let me ask this: Quavo wanted Nicki because that would make sense why Nicki told Karuchi to chill. She don't want Quavo. Let me see. Because the Knight of Wands is Aries energy too. Did Quavo want Nicki? You got a yes. And Two of Wands. King of Swords. Nicki turned them down. Because Ten of Wands is fire energy. Okay. That's the reason. Nick Quavo didn't defend Nicki. Because his ego was in the way. He couldn't take... With Ten of Wands talked about being overburdened and too much responsibility. If Quavo was to defend Nicki, he would have had to own up that he liked Nicki and he was mad that Nicki rejected him because his ego was in the way. King of Swords, head over heart. Yeah, he thought about this. Discipline and truth. It was a quick lie though. Instead of owning up and telling Nicki the reason why he ain't defend her, he lied and said, "Cause you're not my girl." Instead of saying, "I felt some type of way that you turned me down, and that's why I didn't defend you." So he told the truth when he told Nicki, "Cause you're not my girl." He felt some type of way about Nicki rejecting him. So all three of them could have like Nicki. Is that another reason? I'm gonna ask. Did Quavo and Cardi B sleep together on any type of level? It didn't get to that point. Because it was something about Quavo knew Cardi B first. Four of Cups. Two of Swords, hard decision. Two of Wands, planning party. Heartbreak, conflict, argument. I feel like Offset and Quavo been got into it. And they both like Nicki. Quavo and Offset. They was the reason why Cardi B and Nicki didn't work. It was Quavo mad cause Nicki turned him down, which is why he ain't defend her. Why he ain't clear up this lie with Cardi feeling some type of way about Nicki. Offset because Nicki turned him down, and he wanted Cardi B to be Nicki's competition. So it was both of their egos at play. And the next question is, I already asked, does Quavo has feeling for Nicki? How did Takeoff feel about this situation? I'm actually gonna switch up. How did Quavo how did Takeoff feel about this situation between Nicki and Cardi? I already seen the King of Cups. It looked like he didn't care, but you got conflict between family, friends, or community, unstable finances, workplace conflicts, arguments, council reunions, with the Four of Wands reversed. Knight of Wands. He feel like this all could have been avoided if it was communication with this Knight of Pentacles. Got patience, reliable, practical, loyal, persistent, protective, defensive, ambition, smart, hard worker. Five of Pentacles. Somebody left out details when telling Cardi B. Like I said, they was paying telephone. Ten of Wands. So the energy on Motorsport, everybody felt the tension. And he feel like it was very unnecessary. You got problems, burnt out, obligations, and struggle. Maybe they all felt like because Cardi B and Nicki had tension between each other, They felt like they had to pick a side. Completion, success, achievements, travel, accomplishments, victory, rewards, unity, wholeness. Since he wanted them all to work together, wanted to put their differences aside to complete this motorsport video. What else? Takeoff know that the industry had a big hand in their labels. Edward Swords. Feeling trapped, restricted, dangerous situation, hands tied, paralyzed by fear, anxiety, feeling pressure. Why do I feel like Cardi B really did not want to do this motorsport video? They could have convinced her. I feel like she was about to walk away from this music video. It's a temperate, self-control, balance, moderation, harmony, patience, health, blending. I feel like even though Takeoff is no longer here, he feels like things might go too far between Nicki and Cardi, and he feel like what happened between them is fixable. Even though it's too much stuff being said, this could have all been avoided if they apologized to each other. Everybody, even not even apologize. Everybody admit the part they played in it, but you wouldn't be here. Because the temperance card represents an angel too. Yeah, Takeoff really didn't care. He just wanted to work, but he did feel the tension between the two. It made it harder to work. Maybe he feel like Cardi B. Maybe he feel like the first lyric Nicki did, it was common sense that Nicki weren't trying to diss him. Cardi. Let me see. How did Takeoff feel towards Nicki? How did Takeoff feel about Nicki? Six of Swords. Journey, healing, moving forward, escape common waters, relief, stability, shelter, travel, protection, running away, guidance. He 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 gets why Nicki decided to leave the situation. Ace of Swords. New ideas, new plans, intellect, logic. I feel like Nicki is very, I already said this, Nicki is very strategic, and there's a certain way she do things. In the Ace of Swords even talk about pen and rapping and spinning her bars, and he feel like the bars was cool. That punchline, it was a good bar. It's just people took it the wrong way. It's the ones, but he see why it was too much conflict with that thing. But he see why Nicki went the route she went. It's the Pentacles. Teamwork, learning, creation, determination, goals, building success, tradesperson, motivation, skilled workers. Ten of Swords. Like I said, Nicki felt lonely, and you got the Ten of Swords. He felt like she felt backstabbed, betrayal. She had enemies, bitterness, defeat, surrender, ending, disaster, collapse, rock bottom, dead end, goodbyes. And you got the Judgment card at the bottom of the deck. So there will be some more stuff that comes out. Could be September or October next year. Ten of Swords. Eyes dead and Six of Swords. Yeah, he see why Nicki left this situation where it was. He also seen how the industry did Nicki, and he did not agree with that, because the Ten of Swords is Gemini energy. Maybe Takeoff even felt backstabbed by Quavo and Offset. What happened between when Takeoff passed away or before Takeoff passed away? Why did Quavo and Takeoff distance themselves from Offset? Seven. The self-defense, protective defense, determined, standing up for beliefs. What was these beliefs? Ten of Swords, obsessive thoughts, fear, anxiety. Good news, monetary matters, settling goals. Let me ask these cards. Why did Takeoff separate himself? Takeoff and Quavo separate themselves from Offset. This gonna be the last of it. Why did Quavo separate themselves from Offset? I don't know if they got into it on a tour. He got Leave Me Be. He didn't want to be included in the mess they had. Also got another baby coming. But you got Homeless. Maybe they felt like they weren't making enough money with the, or maybe Quavo. My bad. It's too many names. Offset felt like he wasn't making enough money, or they felt like Offset wasn't making enough money to still be in the crew. You smell good. Air signs. Takeoff is a Gemini. Aries, Libra. Get obsessive. Maybe big hearted. Save your money. Maybe they, I don't know. Maybe it was somebody was funny with the money. Maybe they found out that Offset was taking more. Or if I don't know, he wanted they masters. He did something with their masters or something. Spending an unexpected amount of money. Maybe he took more money. I don't know how that go. Got a late night snack. Morning sex. Keeping you drugged up. I love taking care of you. They felt like Offset was a little bro, addicted to feeling needed. They weren't comfortable with the way Offset was moving. I feel like he did something with some money. And you got the 3rd, 30th, and 31st, and the 23rd. Got the 2nd and 22nd. That somehow resonates with one of them. And you got Baby Girl on the way. You got Footprints. Unemployed. Maybe, I don't know if Quavo got a baby. I don't know if he got a daughter. You got the 5th, 15th, and the 25th. The 4th, 14th, and the 24th. Australia. You got pregnant fetish. Yeah, I would say got somebody pregnant. Purposely making you feel uncomfortable. Handicapped, disabled. Maybe, I don't know if when he got drunk or off pills, he got reckless. At a doctor. Baby made in IVF. Got on the edge. Betrayal. Got hard times. New face loading. Hell no. Cheating on him. Offset did some backhanded stuff. Yeah, karma. Maybe Offset getting his karma for how he did Quavo and Takeoff. Got Yes. I Know I Hurt You. Got Herbs. King. Illuminati. So before I get out of here, I know it. I got 2 questions. What did Offset do to backstab Takeoff and Quavo? What did Offset do? I don't know. That's why they want. Yeah, the magician, Gemini. They didn't respect how he was moving, and I seen the Ace of Cups and the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. If Quavo and Sweetie was together, Quavo would have married her. And I feel like this Gemini, this magician, this Gemini card, maybe take off had a conversation with Quavo, and that's how this came about. And maybe Quavo agreed, but I feel like allegedly Quavo it got back word that Offset and Sweetie was messing around, and it was just accumulation of things. Him maybe taking or stealing money, cause stealing did come out. Him taking or stealing money, him messing with Sweetie, him causing maybe caused them to miss out on business opportunity, talking to them reckless. Like it was a build up of things, and they thought to just walk away from him. This caused sadness, loss, and grief, despair, abandonment, guilt, remorse, trauma, heartbreak, disappointment, regret to Offset. And my last question is: Will Nicki? No, wrong deck. Will Nicki and Cardi B ever mend things? Will they ever mend it? Will they ever work together? Will they ever mend it? Yeah, the Three of Cups, yes. Yeah, consciousness, clarity, calmness, and truth. Like I said, in my other reading, not anytime soon. It might be 2 to 3 years from now, but it's gonna be where Cardi B goes in another direction with her music, or she starts another she stops music and go in another direction. Cause it's gonna take for Cardi B to see things from Nicki's perspective, how Nicki seen things in Little Kim's perspective. Cause you got the moon cards. Once secrets is revealed and the truth about everything comes out, that's when they both start to heal. Yeah, the hangman looking at things from different perspective. Will they ever work together? Will they ever work together? Will they ever work together? Will Nicki and Cardi ever work together? I'm not seeing no work because you got a Three of Swords and a Seven of Wands. Even if they were to mend things, I feel like they would mend things from a distance. I don't feel like they would. Nicki, since this is fire sign, I don't think that Nicki would trust her or be open to that. But I feel like they could be cool and cordial. Yeah, the Knight of Wands. I feel like Nicki just don't respect how things went down. Knight of Cups. Satisfaction, luxury, comfort, emotional stability. Yeah, like the same way Cardi will have to see things from a different perspective. Nicki's gonna have to work on healing from betrayals. So that's probably why they won't work together. Yeah, the star card, bottom of the deck. And will Nicki Quavo, and Offset, will they ever work together? King of Swords. It could have been talks about them working together, but it didn't go through with this Death card and the Knight of Pentacles. It could be in a year or two. With Quavo and Nicki work together. I do see a joint project. Maybe not directly, but maybe they might be on a joint song together. It will. With maybe a Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. I don't know if it's gonna be a song with Cardi B. It might be they might do another version, but I don't think it's gonna be so soon. Cause I'm seeing two different things. It's either it's gonna be way down the line from now. That Cardi B and the Migos and Nicki might have another collab, or it's gonna be Nicki, Quavo, and Takeoff. That'll be all for this reading. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.